Hola, so in this tutorial we're going to look at asking for directions, giving directions, understanding directions that are given to you for getting around a city. So quite a lot to it really, so we'll just break it up into little stages. So if you want to say, you know, where's the bank or something, where's the cinema, you could say in the street, you could say ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está el cine? But there might not be a cinema, so you might be asking, is there a cinema? So if you want to say there is a cinema, you say hay un cine. Hay un cine. Around here, por aquí. So to make that a question, you just make it sound like a question. So hay un cine por aquí, that's a sentence. And hay un cine por aquí, make it sound like a question, and do that. So hay un cine por aquí. So another thing is you might be wanting to, when you're given directions, you might say kind of go straight on, take the first left, then the second right, then the third left, and then the cinema's on the left. So we'll look at that, all the different stages. What you also might get is somebody might be just asking for a street. So it might be just go up here and it's the second left, the third right, or whatever. So somebody might ask you where is a certain street. So we've got here 6 streets. So lacking imagination, I've just named them after Spanish towns and cities. So you've got the C/ means calle, which means street or road. Calle Santander, Calle Badajoz, Calle Murcia, Calle Sevilla, Calle Granada, Calle Zaragoza. Okay, so if estás aquí, you're here, and you ask somebody, you might say, ¿Sabe dónde está Calle Madrid? Do you know where Madrid Street is? Or sabe, or you can say sabes if you're being informal. Or you could say Calle Madrid está por aquí. So Calle Madrid is around here. So that's the question. So if it's really simple one like this, where it would just be a case of go straight on and it's the first left, second left, third left, first right, second right, fourth right, sorry, third right. And so what you would do is you'd have to use the word for first, second, third, etc. So first is primero, second is segundo, third is tercero, fourth is cuarto, and fifth quinto. I don't think you're going to need too many. You can keep learning them: sexto, séptimo, octavo, noveno, décimo. But I mean, if you ask somebody, oh, excuse me, do you know where Calle Badajoz is? You wouldn't go, oh, go straight on and it's the 49th on the right. You know, it's like if it's like a long way, you're unlikely to know exactly how, you know, which number it is. So in that case, you might say something like go straight on until you get to this, like the supermarket, and then it's a second after on the left after the supermarket or something like that. So we're just going to keep it simple with the from first through to fifth. So when you're saying the first, so primero, segundo, tercero, cuarto, quinto, all end in O because they're masculine. So these are basically adjectives. So if you want to say the first road, is so the road or the street is la calle, so it's feminine. So if you want to say the first road, la primera calle, la segunda calle, la tercera calle, la cuarta calle, la quinta calle. So let's just have a practice. La primera calle, la segunda calle, la tercera calle, la cuarta calle, la quinta calle. Okay, so what we can do is just, if we look at this, so where is, somebody says, La Calle Granada, so La Calle, I'll just do it like that, La Calle Granada está por aquí. So, Calle Granada is round here, or you could say La Calle Granada está cerca, is near. So, I would then say, so when you want to say go straight on, you can say va, or sigue, or continua. So these are ways of saying either go or carry, kind of continue. The thing is that when you give instructions to people, the verb will change according to whether it's tú, usted, vosotros, vosotras, ustedes. So it depends on whether it's singular or plural and whether it's informal or formal. So if you said this is just speaking to one person informally, va, sigue, continua, continua, and then you'd say straight on will be todo recto. So the simplest way to do it is just don't say the verb, just say straight on. So it's like somebody asked me, where's the library? I could say go straight on, carry straight on, or just straight on without the verb. So just keep it simple, just say todo recto. Todo recto. Todo recto. Y es la primera calle a la izquierda. Okay, so you're saying go straight on, and it's the first road on the left. So on the left is a la izquierda. So if you want to say la calle Zaragoza está por aquí, so if we change it to the other road here, that's la calle Zaragoza. I say todo recto, or you could say y la calle Zaragoza es la primera calle a la derecha. Okay, so we've got, if you think of a la izquierda or a la derecha. Okay, so it's la izquierda and la derecha, and they're feminine. You might think, well, why are they feminine? So it's basically what you're saying is la mano izquierda or la mano derecha. So you're saying the left hand or the right hand. So basically the left or right hand side. But even most of the time you don't really ever say la mano izquierda. You just say a la izquierda, a la derecha. But it remains feminine even when you're taking out the word. So a la izquierda, a la derecha. So if we look at, we can describe how to get to these roads. So if somebody says to you, so if I say to you, ¿Dónde está? Or Calle Murcia está por aquí, you'd say todo recto. Or you could just say it is the, you should say it's the second road on the left. So es la segunda calle a la izquierda. That's the la calle Murcia. So calle Sevilla está por aquí. Okay, so it's the same sort of thing. Es la segunda calle, but this time a la derecha. And then calle Santander es la tercera calle a a la izquierda. Calle Badajoz es la segunda calle a la derecha. So what we're going to do now is slightly more complicated directions where you've got to do a few turns. So imagine you have a street which looks like this. So if you start here and you want to get somewhere and it's not just on the same road, or it's you have to do a couple of turns perhaps, you would say todo recto, so straight on, todo recto y toma. Toma means take. You could say toma la, and then primera, segunda, tercera, and then calle, a la, and then the izquierda or derecha, and then perhaps if it's on that, the first road that you go onto, then you'd say y el cine. So if you're looking for the cinema, y el cine está a la izquierda or derecha. So you're saying go straight on and take the first, second or third road on the left or right, and the thing you're looking for, in this case the cinema, is on the left or on the right. But sometimes it's going to be more complicated. It's going to be take the first left, then the second right, then the third left, and then there might be even more turns than that. So if we look at, let's say you want to find, all these are just, we're just going to say where's the cinema. So in each case it's in position 1, or in position 2, or in position 3. So you're here, this is where you ask somebody, so you say, hay un cine por aquí, and then the person would say, sí, and then they indicate todo recto, straight on, todo recto. So we're looking at this one first, so this is where I want to go to. So todo recto y toma, todo recto y toma la, so it's the first, la primera. Also, when you're saying the first, you don't always have to use the word calle, you can omit it. It's like saying take the first left instead of saying the first road on the left. So you can say la primera, I'll put calle in brackets, la primera a la derecha, on the right. Okay, so go straight on to the first right, and then the second right. So then you want to say then, so you can say luego, and then you can say toma again, toma, take, la segunda. Another reason for omitting calle, because it's just going to become repetitive, and you can say the second right, so la segunda a la derecha, and then you want to say the cinema, so now cinema's on the right, y el cine está a la derecha. Okay, so todo recto y toma la primera a la derecha, luego, and also with that, it's instead of saying and then take, you just and then the second. So the toma can also be, it doesn't have to be used. So I would say todo recto y toma la primera a la derecha, luego la segunda a la derecha y el cine está a la derecha. So we'll do another one, for this time this is where the cinema is. So first of all, what I'll do is we'll do it in stages, and then I'll pause for you to have a go, and I'll write up Y, right? Obviously, there's more than one way of saying, giving directions, and there's more than one verb you can use, or different ways of saying then, or next, or after that. So, straight on, just todo recto. Todo recto. And then take. Y toma. The first on the right, so it's the same as before pretty much. La primera a la derecha. Then, so luego, and then the first on the left. Luego, la primera a la izquierda, and then you want to say, and the cinema is on the left. Y el cine está a la izquierda. Okay, so todo recto y toma la primera a la derecha, luego la primera a la izquierda, y el cine está a la izquierda. Okay, so this one is slightly more complicated, so we'll start it from here. So todo recto y toma la, so this time take the second on the right, toma la segunda a la derecha. Then the first left, luego la primera a la izquierda. You want to say then again, you don't want to keep on using luego. You can say entonces. So another way of saying then would be entonces. Or you can say after, después. So you can mix it up. You can, if it's a lot of turns, obviously you're going to run out of ways of saying, you know, then you might have to go back to luego. So luego, primero izquierda, entonces, I'll use después. Después, la, where are we? So we've got todo, tú tomas la segunda a la derecha, luego la primera a la izquierda, después the second on the right, la segunda a la derecha, y el cine is on the right. So el cine está a la derecha. Okay, so that's giving more complicated directions. Another thing you may find is that if you turn into a road, so you might want to say, you might have a road like this. If you say, you know, you start here and the place you're looking for is here, you might go straight on, take the first right, and then the cinema is on the right. So it could be pretty much anywhere along here. So you might have to say continue until you get to a certain place, and then it's on the right after that. Or if you perhaps have a road which is quite long, and then there's another road at the end of that. Imagine the cinema is down here. You could say go straight on, take the first right, continue to the end of the road. So you would say continua, or sigue, and then you'd say hasta el final de la calle. So you can say continua or sigue hasta, until, el final, the end, de la calle, of the road. So another way of saying, instead of saying hasta el, you can say to the, and to is a, and the for end is el. But when you've got a plus el, it becomes al. So al final de la calle. Yeah, so continuar, I'll just use one. So continuar hasta el final de la calle, or continuar al final de la calle, and then you can say, and then the cinema is on the right. Y el cine está a la derecha. Muy bien. Okay, so that's pretty much giving directions. Another thing you would be good to look at would be prepositions. Say something like, when you're giving directions, obviously if it's in the street, it's good to know what it's next to, what it's opposite, to kind of locate it better, more accurately. So we'll look at that. That's another tutorial. Prepositions like next to, behind, in front of, opposite, between. Okay, so hope you look forward to seeing that. Hasta la próxima.